The KC Cup is almost over, and that means an impactful ban list should follow suit. So let's go over my ban list predictions. I mean, it might be the only question of the entire video. How do we nerf Salamangreat? Well, first things first, they need a limit 2. This deck should no longer have access to enemy controllers, so I think the obvious free-to-play and simplest pick for the limit 2 is Sunlight Wolf. Wolf is essential going first and second, recycling the Negate, but if you limit him to 2, you are forcing out enemy controller and other cards that are overpowered when they synergize with Salamangreat. But do you call it a day right there? You see, I don't know. Salamangreat doesn't lose all that much from this. They still have access to Compulse, Crackdown, and Limit 1s if they want. But should we take these away from them too? And if so, how? And if I'm being honest, as this video is a prediction video, I do think Konami is going to drop a limit 3 on Salamangreat as well. And I think it'll be shared between Salamangreat Gazelle and another main deck monster that they run. Jack Jaguar maybe? They're both free to play. Gazelle obviously sees play at 1, and Jack Jaguar usually as well, sometimes 2, leaving room for one limit 3 if they choose to run one Jaguar. Now I've seen a lot of people call for Salamangreat Circle to get the limit 3. Now normally I would agree, but not when there's so many purely free to play targets for Konami to hit. And not to mention, lowering the consistency of Salamangreat is going to be hard to do, so I do think the priority is to undercut their strong staples by limiting Sunlight Wolf to 2 and Gazelle and Jack Jaguar to 3. Now that is just my prediction of what I think Konami should do, but let's entertain some other ideas because, yeah, I don't really have much to talk about outside of the tier 0 Salamangreat. So this might be out of left field, but hear me out. They could just ban Salamangreat Roar. I mean, it's free to play at 1 copy anyway, and I'm kind of left to believe Konami only put it in the game at 1 just in case they need to ban. They lose the Omni Negate, the deck's not so scary anymore. Now, it could be a combination of them banning Roar and limiting Sunlight Wolf to 2, yeah, maybe. Really just depends on how overkill Konami wants to go. But banning Roar by itself just might be enough. You get the most unfair thing in the deck out of there. And the card that, in my opinion, separates a tier 0 Salamangreat from a tier 1 or 2 Salamangreat deck. Other options include limiting Banlist to an extent. Yeah, they could hit Circle with a light restriction, I just really hope they don't when there's free-to-play cards to hit. And truthfully, any of their main deck monsters could get hit, but Foxy and Gazelle probably have the biggest targets on their chest. Another option that could just bury the deck is limit Roar and Gazelle to 2, or one of them alongside Sunlight Wolf. There's a lot of options here. I'm more excited for the discussion that will be on this video because of it. Now, is there anything outside of Salamangreat that I have to say? World Legacy's secret might have been a mistake. We don't really know yet. But maybe that card could get the quick turnaround banning from Konami. But this card is highly suspect. No, I don't really have much to say. Just balance Salamangreat, please, Konami. Everywhere I go, I see his face. I'm not going to talk about cards that can come off the list because I did that yesterday and I have a full series about that. So yeah, a very short video, guys. I apologize, but it's more about the discussion anyway. So I look forward to your guys' feedback. I thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in my next video.